Hey guys, before we get into the episode, I want to tell you we have merch for the podcast, but also just fashionable stuff in general. Aidan N Designs on Etsy. Good clothing. I put some up right now. Go check it out.
Triple that, Grado. She won 1942 and she mixing it.
Welcome back to another guest episode. We're here with our very dear
Special.
friend Lucas Pat the
AKA Chile. Okay, Chile. Let's go.
That's all you get. That's too much.
Yeah,
That's
he's
all I get.
our.
That's fair.
He has a
Sorry.
little history on the pod of like Evans brought him up before. We have the issue with him with the Chapman thing.
Oh
You
my
know,
God. Of course.
you suggested the Chapman thing.
That's gonna
to
be
us.
the starter to the
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, had you been to the podcast thing before, how because you hyped it up, and then Evan was the most distraught. This guy was
Yeah, 'cause
broken.
I was a big Chapman person. I was a Chapman believer,
What the fuck was
and
that?
I was so excited to go experience like my homeland, just to get my heart ripped out of my chest.
Oh, bro, it was so funny.
That's fair. No,
Did you make this up? Was this an
No,
imaginary?
in the library on our library's website we have a literal room called the podcast room. And it lists like the things it has.
Mhm.
And I mean,
just had none
it
of
was
it.
probably because it was finals weeks and people needed places to study.
Yeah.
I texted both of you guys. I was on set working. My
You
little-
were at Chapman just to want to run into us.
Dude, I was not at
You
Chapman.
knew what was gonna happen.
You know, actually I did do that. Yeah, I was just sitting in my dorm playing Fortnite.
Listen to Kickback.
Yeah, I was listening to
Yeah,
Kickback podcast.
There we
while-
go. Respect. But then, yeah, it was just kind of shocking because we were going in because this is like all we knew with podcast room
Yeah.
wise was this kind of podcast setup.
Very blessed. Very blessed. Very
Yeah, this
blessed.
is
Yeah.
a proper podcast setup.
Yeah.
Indubitably.
No, I was very lucky to one happen onto UCI and then second like
Yeah,
have the
so
podcast.
lucky getting
room.
in here, bro.
You were gonna go to
Alright,
UC
fuck
River.
you.
You were gonna go to UC Riverside. I remember in stats class. You
Yeah,
had
he
your
almost
little-
convinced me to
Oh
go
my
UC
God.
you
Riverside
had,
too.
you had your little UC Riverside little hoodie that you wore.
Yeah. I didn't wear a river.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yep.
I don't remember
wow.
that. He was texting me like, Evan,
Fuck
you gotta go to UC
Riverside.
Riverside.
Bro, yeah, I was trying to convince him to come to Riverside.
No, dude.
And bro, if he went, I would have felt so bad, but I wouldn't have like apologized or anything. But it's
No.
like it's
This
up
would
to,
never-
you made the decision.
Okay, fuck you.
Imagine. No, but what is it like mainly that you're doing at UCI? Because you said you were on
Chapman.
set doing something
Chapman.
while you
Chapman.
Chapman.
What am I doing at Chapman?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
what do you do at Chapman? Like, do you just like live? Do you die? Like, just explain.
No, I mean I'm a broadcast student there, so
Mhm.
I study broadcast and entertainment. So I learned how to like operate a newsroom, use switchers like these. I've focused more on being on camera, so like a talent, whether
Yeah.
it be a news anchor or a sports commentating, which is
Yeah.
that's my thing. That's like what I want to do when I grow
I
up.
feel like sports commentating is so hard.
It's
Especially
just
like
bad at talking.
no, because you have to get
You
like,
ha- there's
good.
a-
You have to be
no,
entertaining.
there's
You
a-
wouldn't be able to do that. It's like
No, I would be.
You should come on one time.
I would be so
That might be your
nervous.
last. That might be your last time on
I'll
there.
get fired. I'll get kicked out of Chapman. Need to go to join you in Saddleback.
Yeah.
No, dude.
Saddleback's
How'd you get into sports broadcasting, by the way?
I know that I always wanted to do something like that with sports.
Yeah.
Just because I was always kind of more of a talkative kid. Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, you know how much shit we used to talk in math class.
Mm.
So yeah, we met in high school. All that
Mhm.
fun. We'll get into that story a little bit later.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you got into sports broadcasting because you wanted to do something.
Yeah, I wanted to work in
talking-wise.
sports like industry, sports media. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I went to Chapman, I had no idea that there was anything to do with sports broadcasting there.
Then why the heck did you go to Chapman?
Because it was a good film school, man. I knew it was like
That's
fourth
true.
best in the United
He
States.
didn't even do his
That
research,
is
bro. Are you
sassy, huh?
serious?
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
fast.
It's better than the psychology program, man. I'm just saying. No
Dude,
shade on the
that's research,
psychology
bro.
program, man. I love my
Why
Yeah,
would-
psychology.
fuck
why
them
would-
psychologists.
Whoa.
Fuck them. I'll stand on
But
that.
No.
But no, I knew it was a good film school going into it. I just didn't know how big of a student ran like sports broadcast group we had.
Mhm.
So then I went there, and my orientation leaders were both members of it. So part of our orientation was just joining the club.
Yeah.
And then I just got really into it, and I knew I wanted to commentate soccer because that was the first
Soccer?
at the time. That was the sport.
Yeah.
Because it
Soccer.
was the beginning of
off
fall. It was soccer and football. What'd you say, dude?
No. I didn't say a slur. Trust me. I didn't say it. I didn't say anything. Keep going.
At the beginning of fall, it's in college at least. It's men's soccer and then men's football.
Mhm.
So I really wanted to do soccer. I knew I was gonna get on football because that's like larger scale. We had like 14 cameras set up. Like
Mhm.
halftime and post game shows. The football broadcasts are insane. But soccer was like an area where I could like work. There are a lot of smaller games with only like 4 cameras and 1 director, so I could like get reps in, right?
What were like kind of your first experiences in broadcasting, like getting into it? Because I know like podcasting for us, there's like a big like learning curve in the sense of getting comfortable on camera, and then I feel like sports broadcasting just you get thrown into it immediately. Because you have to entertain the entire time.
You have to be. There's a super like fine line in between entertaining and being annoying, especially for sports. Especially sports.
Really?
Especially sports broadcasting.
Let's go.
Especially sports broadcasting, because you're talking over, like, especially because we're a D3 school for most sports, you're talking over parents watching their kids play. For example, like kids will have parents like from all over the United States, and their parents will be watching it, and you're talking over it. So you have to have that fine line in between just saying what's necessary and not over talking.
I feel like you picked up pretty quick.
Yes. I was able to really break into it quickly just because I did.
Fucking up my flow.
I just did like so many small broadcasts, and the first one I ever did actually was a major scale broadcast for Chapman, because the way we have it is that we'll have like 9 like really big games in a semester. So like a bunch of cameras, a director, a producer, technical director, graphics, replay, everything for 9 games. And then we'll have like 25, which is like every single sports game at Chapman that's at home is just covered by us. So those are just like 2-3 cameras.
You know what? I am envious.
Of course.
In the sense that like you guys have like a sports team, like a football team, all that.
Yeah.
Because at UC, that's the one thing I feel like takes away so much from like the college lifestyle. Yeah.
You need a football team.
And I have like some friends transferring to different schools, and it's like more to those football oriented schools, and it adds to the social life so much.
100%.
Yeah.
Because like for me, it's different because I go to the football games to work, but but I mean, even if it's like a small shitty D3 football team, like it's still fun to go watch. Like high school, like everyone goes and watches the high school.
No, bro, they go and then they leave halfway through. It's so
they
annoying.
still, like,
win or lose, they leave.
They still like they still like show up. It's fun, right? There's like football on, the cheerleaders and bands, but like it's still an fun environment to be around.
Yeah,
we did talk a lot about like comedy and like podcasting and all that stuff.
Dude, math class is crazy,
bro.
It's fun, man. You just
tell me a joke real quick.
Tell me a joke real quick. I'm not a comedian. I can tell. I don't got no jokes. I appreciate.
It is fun, man.
No, math class was crazy.
That was an insane math class.
I mean, the thing is, I didn't even know you would like comedy. I feel like I brought it up one day.
And I was like, yeah, Joey Diaz, great.
Yeah. Bro, there's like,
I don't know who that is, but
you should get into comedy.
You should get into comedy.
I'm going to be a comedian one day. I'm going to branch off.
It'd be great.
To give some context,
no context
to the viewers, I guess. We senior year in high school, we had a math class together, stats, intro to statistics.
Yeah.
Super easy math class, like super easy. The only math class in my life I ever got like a B in. Yeah. So like bullshit easy math class. But I remember I transferred into your class because I was in a different one that I didn't like.
Oh yeah,
remember?
Yeah.
And then I like went to your table because you were sitting with our friend Lucas Hickey.
Yeah, shout out Lucas, the other Lucas,
the Jersey Mike guy.
Yeah,
man.
He got me a good deal.
And that was the origin. The math class was also the origin of my nickname for you, Chile.
Yes,
because you and like every Hispanic person would call me Chino, which had never happened before. But I was like, okay.
Nobody calls you that, bro.
You should see the Hispanics, bro.
I call you.
I'm tuned in with the Hispanics. Like, we tight. I'm tight with the Hispanics.
He was bumping to some pretty like Hispanic music.
He does listen to a lot of Hispanic music.
Yeah. No, but
that is indubitably true.
Yeah, I had to create a nickname for you. I'm like, there's no way they're calling me Chino and I don't give something to them. But no, and it's not a racist name.
No,
it seems like it right off the bat.
Nickname.
But it was fun. Yeah.
The way I look at nicknames is that because when I lived in Chile, for context,
that's why I call him Chile. He's from Chile.
You knew this, Ed. Dude, what are you talking about? For context, I was born in Laguna, but when I was 3, I moved to Chile, and now I'm back.
Yeah, should have stayed.
Maybe, dude. But
should have stayed.
Maybe, but there I was called German, and
really,
I was big and white. That was my nickname.
That makes sense.
And they just call you German.
Big is an understatement, but the white
for
part,
Chile, dude, the average height's like 5'5" for guys.
You're like 5'7".
I'm a 5'11". What are you talking about? Me and you are like the same height.
I'm 5'9", so
you are not 5.
This guy's 5'9".
Dude, are you 5'9"?
Yeah.
Really?
Indubitably. Yeah, but I just bump up my number on my ID.
Wait, so your ID doesn't say 5'9"?
No, it says 5'11", because I've lost it twice. So I change it every time. So if I lose again, I'm gonna be 6 foot.
Oh,
That's how.
Yeah. Smart maths. There we go. But how long were you in Chile for?
I left there when I was like 3. Moved back sophomore year. Or no, I moved back.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So 13 years. Oh yeah, because
No.
he showed up one day in football.
I just spawned in
did show
football,
up.
and everyone thought I was like a linebacker. And I was
I thought this guy would be really good. I was like,
yeah, no, I'm a
I was like,
kicker.
shit.
No,
this
I'm
guy
a
looks
kicker.
good.
I'm
Then
a kicker punter, man. That's it.
What do you mean? You thought like
I-
his
no,
build?
I
No,
thought-
because I was like 5'11", like 170 coming into the weight room without touching a weight in my life.
I thought he was like, oh my gosh, this guy might be good.
Like an edge rush or
good.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Nope, kicker punter. That's it, man. I play soccer, man. That's my thing.
Yeah. I mean, football's really only big in America.
Yeah, it's
Or it is only in
No,
America, right?
football.
well, it's
No,
a
no, no. American
Football's
football.
big all
American
around.
football. Yeah, we made fun of it growing up because we played rugby. We made fun of
Casual.
American football because we were like, oh,
Yeah.
these guys wearing helmets.
But you were
being
in,
safe.
wait, were you in rugby before or after football?
Before in Chile, I played rugby.
Okay.
that was my
in
first
Chile.
In
sport.
Chile.
Okay.
Chile. Gotta get the accent right.
In Chile.
Chile.
In
yeah.
Chile.
But so you did have some experience kind of going into football with the rugby.
I mean,
it's kind
kind-
of similar, right? I mean,
The way I got into it is that I had conceptual physics sophomore year with Mason Popwell, one of our buddies. And Jake Jaworski, another kid on the football team, and Jason Ashby. Actually, check out what a class, man! Just the class with a bunch of just football jarheads, and then they were like, "Dude, join football," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll join." And then Zachary Hernandez, remember him, Evan?
Oh yeah.
Hernandez, yeah. He was like the first kid I met at San Juan in AP Spanish. So then he kind of got me to too.
Good.
Oh. And I have to ask, were you speaking clear English when you got here?
No, God no. The first thing I did at San Juan was went up to all the Spanish kids because they were like, "Oh,
Oh,
I'm just-
yes.
I remember I told
you
you about
telling me
that,
this
yeah.
story. So you were initially in like the loop of like, you kind of connected more with Hispanic kids.
yeah." With
And
like-
you're in those type of groups. and-
Hablo.
yeah. Well, I spoke Spanish.
Can we hear some? Your
Yeah.
tongue?
You want to hear me speak Spanish?
What's like something you shouldn't say? More like a slur. Not a slur. Wait. No,
I'm
don't
not
do
gonna
that.
say
Don't
slurs,
do a
man.
slur. What's like a word to like get into a fight though?
¿Quieres pelear, coche tu madre? ¿Quieres
Yeah,
pelear?
you fucking got me
¿Quieres
there.
pelear, sapo culiao?
Wait, but isn't I don't know. I don't want
It's
to
very
fuck up the language, but
It's very different.
what they speak in Chile is different from
Yes.
Mexico.
Oh my God.
It's it's similar in some
day and
respect,
night.
but
Day and night. In my
Really?
opinion, it's day and night,
really,
dude. Like because
Explain.
okay, Chilean Spanish specifically is very like there's a mix of words that originate from different places. Like some words come from the native tribe, they're the Mapuche people, and yeah, exactly. And depending like on what part of Chile too you speak different Spanish. Because I was in like the boonies in the south.
The
Yeah.
boon boons?
Yeah, dude, I was in the boon.
No one likes the boon boons, bro. I'm not an expert, but I just from what I heard.
boonies are like
The woods, the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
What
see,
did you guys think the boonies?
I thought it was
were?
a ghetto. I thought it was like the ghetto.
Oh
in
no,
Chile.
I'm not from the
But
ghetto.
wait, is there favelas in Chile?
Oh
Is-
my God, yeah.
That's okay.
There's favelas.
It's not just a Brazil thing.
No, there's favelas everywhere, man. They're just
Okay.
not called favelas, but they're
That's what I mean, though.
Yeah.
What is it called in Chile?
God, what is it called? No, I
Not
can't
real
be-
Chilean.
I cannot
He's
be
not a
right.
real Chilean, I
I'm
know.
a fake Chilean.
How are you gonna get
Like
deported
I don't know,
soon?
like a comuna, something like that.
Comuna. It
like
sounds Japanese a little bit, doesn't it? Like kimono a little bit.
Well, I have a kimono.
Really?
I should have
A
worn it.
Komodo dragon?
No,
No, a
it's not funny.
kimono, dude.
How the fuck do you have a
I
kimono?
went to Japan over the summer.
He
man.
did go there.
No, but can we go back to Chile a little bit?
No!
I want to know, but he has funny stories.
What
He has
about
funny stories.
me? I'm
I got
joking.
We've known each other for a little bit. We got
Like a year.
we got to know each other like very
Very tight.
towards that end of the senior. I feel like I
Yeah.
got closest to a lot of people towards the end of the senior year,
Yeah,
where I
sure.
was like, I feel like I had dropped a lot of people from my freshman, sophomore, junior, which I felt like I wasn't really close with, which I was just trying to be friends for.
for no.
I don't
yeah.
know.
For money.
Yeah.
But then I started making closer friends, and then you were part of that. But you did have some funny stories from Chile. Like,
Oh my
you
God.
grew up not in a well-to-do area in Chile.
Oh, well?
I mean, no.
But I get is Chile considered third world?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's almost like fifth world.
Dude, there is no
Damn.
world, dude.
That shit is wild.
No,
Being the stepping stone of a third world is crazy.
Last I checked, it was. I love Chile. I miss
Yeah.
it so much, though. We sold our house
Really?
so I could go to Chapman, which is kind of a punch.
Oh, that's why.
what? Like
That's why
No,
you're
I-
at Chapman.
I'm on a bunch of scholarship too, man. But like, yeah,
I knew it was something.
no, we sold our house down there, which sucks because like me and my dad built that house up.
Oh.
What do you mean?
We
Sorry
like
about
bu-
your loss.
We like built it up when we bought it. It was just like a cabin in the woods, and now we have like a fucking.
Sorry about your loss.
We have like we built like because we built it as if we were Americans. So we built like a crazy.
That has to be
That's a
racist.
statement.
That
We
has
built
to
it
be
like we're
racist.
Americans.
Yeah,
That
'cause-
has to be
yeah, we built like a beautiful gate and like driveways.
It'd
And like,
probably be easy to break into too.
What would it look like to build like a fucking Chilean?
no, it looked. We had.
That's a good
You
point.
steal somebody's home, fucking
That's a
squat
good
in
point.
it.
That's
No,
good.
like we built like a pool area and like all this and a
Yeah.
barn in the back, like this huge, super well insulated
No
barn.
shit.
We built all this crazy stuff. So I don't know. It's a punch in the gut
cool,
because like
yeah.
it's memories, right?
Yeah, of course.
We like
of
built
course.
it. We built up this crazy house. We put so much time and effort into it. Now it's just like someone else's family.
But I
A
mean, it
good
probably
family.
wasn't.
Yeah, I
like,
guess you bought that.
Imagine.
Evan moved to Chile. I would be actually happy if you moved to my house in Chile, man. You wouldn't like it, but I would be happy if you bought it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Wait, and is it in a well-to-do area? Like, what's the area like in Chile? I mean, it's
There-
obviously not. It's different compared to America. It's just not. It's two different worlds.
It's a fun area. It's a very popular tourist area. There's a volcano to snowboard on in the winter, and then in the
Oh damn! Volcanoes to snowboard on is crazy.
yeah. And then there's a lake for the summer. It's very popular
Yeah.
in the summer season. Like the population increases heavily because of tourism.
Really?
But when you're just living there, like
People are mainly coming to snowboard on a volcano.
in the winter, yeah, it gets now, especially now because some company from the United States, the company I think that built that one's in Aspen,
Yeah.
went to Chile and bought those and remodeled all of it. So it's really nice now.
Sorry, and I keep going back to this. Wait, did I miss it? Is it a well? It's like in Chile. Is that considered like a good like area in Chile where you lived out of?
Yes, I lived in.
Okay.
People think like I say like, oh, I lived in Chile. Like, oh, you lived in. No, dude. I
Yeah.
lived in like on like a ranch. Like, my dad had like a Volkswagen truck. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and can you say this too? You told me a story when you were growing up as a kid, like you would go and like pickpocket people.
yeah. Well, I wouldn't pickpocket people. I would be at soccer and I would just see my teammates like rob people's bikes. That's not
So
pick.
you're like, oh, let me tackle along.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
I'm bored. I don't have
I don't
anything else to
know.
do.
No, we had some crazy stories.
Like
actually.
what?
You want one right now?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
This one time there was this.
Don't be a black person.
No, there aren't on there, man.
That's racist.
There's
Really?
not. Now
That's
there are
racist.
because of Haitian immigrants who have come down to Chile.
Damn immigrant. I can't say that. Wait, keep going.
Jesus, man.
No, keep going. Keep going. I didn't say
No,
anything.
but there's this one. It was the summer in between my 7th grade and 8th grade year, dude. Their middle school is peak. Their middle school is like high school here. You're doing whatever the hell you want middle school out there.
Really?
Yes, because
What
you
do you-
just like you ride the bus or all around town, and then you just go home at like it's like get home at 6 p.m. when the sun goes down. That's when you need to be home. That's how it is there still. So in between 7th grade and 8th grade summer, there's this ginger kid from the city who
Hudson?
no, not Hudson. Hudson Bates did not go to Chile.
Oh, okay.
He played soccer. This like rich city kid came down and tried playing for our team for soccer because we have like town teams, right? Because like one town has a team and like teams play each other.
Yeah.
So this like one rich kid, he had like all these crazy nice jerseys, came down and he tried playing with us. And I remember my teammates in the middle of practice got into like a fist fight, a crazy fist fight against him for like starting positions, but like no,
Fuck.
yeah, it was
And they actually got like fully into like a
fully.
brawl.
Coach didn't even stop it. Coach stopped after like 10 seconds.
It's kind of. Is that?
I think
dope?
you'd fit
I
in
don't
there.
know.
You'd fit
Would
in there.
I?
There's a lot of it. There's a pretty big like Asian.
Oh, of course.
influence out
I
there,
wasn't
man.
even talking about that, but
No, that's a win for him, man.
that's
Let's go. I'll fit into Chile.
No,
Fuck it.
There's a lot.
My second home, man.
There's lots of
no, your second
stores.
home's Korea, bro.
That's my first home, brother.
There's a lot of stores where they have like Asian just products and they're really cheap and stuff.
Don't tell me you stole from the poor Asian people.
No, I've
We've
never
all
stole
done that.
from-
We've all done that.
All right, fuck you.
No, they're awesome though because they're
Yeah.
called the chinos. We would just call them chino. That's
Of course, yeah.
Oh, that's why he's called.
He finally caught on to it. 30 minutes apart. He's like, wait a second. He's making the connection now.
No, but there were these.
You're a
cheap,
fat chino.
there were these cheap little stores that we would just go like. They had like from like cooking pots to like shoes to like bed frame, like everything you could imagine.
Okay.
It was like cheap like little.
Little trinkets.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
He's not gonna say.
I don't think
next
this
word.
is. I feel like in countries like Chile, fighting, and I think you could kind of vouch for this, is more common in
I
places
mean,
like. Because
well,
I feel
That's
like
a cold
it's
take.
no, because
fighting here is
whenever
different than fighting there.
Whenever I meet like people from other countries, I'll notice a lot of them are more like into not into fighting, but they find it funny when they come here and then people act tough.
Well, because
Like a
people
tough
like
act
here
kid.
you'll see some like I don't know. Here fighting the
Be careful with what you say.
Well, it's a different like world. That's all. Not really. I mean, everywhere has fighting. It's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot
Even
more.
at Chapman too.
No,
But
there's
I
no
think-
fighting at Chapman. Let's get.
I guess it's growing up in that culture, and I feel like you're more raised by the kids around you, right?
Yes.
Because your parents are like still trying to like go out and work and make sure that you guys are taken care of and everything like that.
I was
But-
lucky enough to where my dad still worked for an American company, just at home. He had like a little office because we lived so off the grid, we couldn't have internet at our house till like, dude, we lived in the like middle of nowhere, Evan. We lived on like a proper ranch, so like we didn't have internet until like
2014.
no, like
That's crazy.
like eighth grade, something like that.
Oh, so 2019, 20.
I can't imagine living without the internet now.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm a
bro.
TikTok fiend.
You're on your phone. This is you every day. Like,
How are you gonna goon? Like you have to do that in your head.
I
And
remember
then
Like-
you have to like
you
visualize.
have to visualize. You're staring at like a fucking pure white wall in the bathroom. You just have to imagine.
You put like the white noise on over your headphones and you're just focusing. No, but
no, but
do you do that, Evan?
no.
dude, Evan's a major gooner.
No, I don't need to do that. I do telepathic.
He has therapy for that.
Telepathic gooning.
No, but can we also tell like another funny story? I don't know if you're able to, but like with your dad and the whole like it was, this is something that's so bizarre, dude.
My dad.
Wait, can we say this?
It better
This
be
is fine.
good. Better be good.
Me and my dad used to we would do heinous shit in our little town. Like one time, this taxi car cut us off, and it wasn't even bad. Like you get cut off all the time, like on freeways and shit.
This guy.
But we got cut off, and my dad, we just chose to like follow the taxi around for the rest of the night, like just tailgate him for like
Just for fun.
just for fun. And like he would like start slowing down to like pick someone up, and we would just lay on the back of him, and he would like have to keep driving. And we did that all the way until he drove home.
So this is what happens when you don't have fucking internet. Dude.
That's
You
true.
just fucking end
You
up
just
tailgating
get bored.
people.
How many hours did you say you were?
Like 2.5, not bad. I don't know, man. We were bored. It was like a
Oh my god! I just clicked 2.5 hours is fucked.
we had like Friday night. We didn't do anything.
Poor
man.
fucking guy too. He's just trying to turn. He's like, these guys are they're gonna fucking kill
They're gonna
me.
kill me. Yeah. These like tall white guys.
You guys are just laughing your ass off and fuck with it.
I was in like 6th grade, 5th grade. I was young, man. It was funny. And
Bro.
we drove all the way until he got home.
And then you went inside his house,
No,
had a
we-
nice dinner with
we-
him.
Yeah, they just keep falling home. They don't know when to end the joke.
No, we went home.
Yeah.
And we like, cause they're and the way lots of houses work in Chile is that you still buy it by property. So you'll buy a property, then you have a gate, and then you'll pull into the gate, close the gate, whatever. So this guy pulled in, closed the gate, whatever, went inside his house, turned off all his lights, and my dad just like sat there with the high beams on for like a few minutes. Just
Your
like,
dad's psycho.
like my dad, well, and like he was the only dude. It was tough for my dad. He was like he grew up being like a skimboarder in Laguna his whole life. He had like a skateboard company. Then
Wait, why'd you move to Chile? Those.
my mom's grandma Lela, she was dying.
Oh.
And
Shit,
then-
Evan, what the fuck? I'm just kidding. No, keep going.
And then
Is she still alive?
No, dude.
Rest in peace.
It was her 10th.
Don't fuck.
It was her like 10th.
There's a dead
year-
person alive.
No,
Okay,
that
good.
means a lot because it was her 10th like anniversary.
Hakuna
was,
Matata member.
like,
Mhm.
her 10th anniversary was a few days ago, so that's actually
Oh.
nice.
Respect.
But yeah, we moved there because my mom wanted to spend like her last years with her.
Mm-hmm.
Is your
and-
mom Chilean?
Yeah, my mom's born in Santiago, the capital, everything, and then
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
my dad just married the crazy Latina man.
And that's what you're gonna do too.
Mm.
No,
them
that's probably
Latinas,
what I'm gonna
dude.
do. And my
They
dad
take over your life.
My dad did it before me, and yeah, but
Your girlfriend's very lucky right now.
dude, I don't have a girlfriend right now. I mean, I'm too busy freaking driving to Arizona at like 11 at night.
Same
go-
here. Me and Evan are doing girl detoxes.
Girl detox.
Oh,
are,
just
are you doing a girl
both
detox?
of us
Evan?
now. It's
Not
both-
by choice, but it's like one of those things of like celibacy, not by choice,
Oh,
but
you're
by
cel-
circumstance.
I didn't know you were celibate, Evan. Are you celibate?
Yeah, not by choice.
Yeah.
It's been dry. We're
Life throws shit at you, man. You gotta fucking
No, like
take it.
it's. I'm really trying to. Now that I've kind of like calmed down because it's like okay, it's not the first semester of freshman year in college.
Oh, so you were getting active.
Well, I wasn't getting active. I mean, is you freshman?
You were showing your mouth work for sure.
no.
You were trying to improve your broadcasting skills.
What that mouth do,
not,
Evan?
Not at all, dude. But
It's okay. I was there. I was videoing it.
but now
So
Any
creepy.
content for the podcast, I'll do it.
any B-roll for the
No,
podcast.
but I feel like with college, I focus more on my passions. Like you kind of figure
Yeah.
out what you want to do. In
Yeah.
high school,
just kind of getting by.
yeah,
Like you had fun, but just kind of.
it was more just trying to like do shit and hang out with people. Less like, what are you gonna do later in life? Which kind of sound like. I feel like in high school that shit was kind of corny. Of like, what are you gonna do later?
I mean, I had a very good high school experience.
Really?
I loved going to San Juan, man. Because I did like orchestra and all that. So I did football for like a year and a half until I blew up my leg, and then all that stuff.
What do you mean, like just fully like?
Well, my right leg, my kicking leg, got injured bad.
Damn.
And then that fucked my soccer stuff up too, which was not good.
Yeah.
And then I was like limping for like a few months, and then I came back to it.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
Do you remember? Because you came back in summer. I have a funny story about Evan actually for football. This fucking bum, junior year.
Let's go, you fucking fat
you fucking bum, dude. I remember
ugly
junior year. It was the end of the fall semester.
Look at me, I'm all excited.
It was after the season had ended, beginning of off season for during our junior year. And you were with Travis, and you guys were like, "Fuck yeah, dude, we're gonna like hype each other up so much, and we're gonna get so big." And then you just quit. And then you like left for all the off season, and then we all lifted, and then I quit in the summer, and then you came back in the summer. So we like
It's a strategy.
Yeah, and you two met through football. That was kind of like the first.
Unfortunately.
yeah, unfortunately we did.
I had no
bad.
choice.
I actually hate him.
I really remember.
Because he did special teams.
He came up with what's it called? He came up with Mason Pops, and Mason Pops was like introducing him there, and I'm like, oh,
you could smell that. You could smell the immigrant on me. You're like, this fucking idiot.
Smell the immigrant.
Not my words, his words.
All I remember is that I have this one video.
Oh, me too. I was looking at it.
The one on punt.
Yeah.
Where you lay like a tiny, like 5'2" little like freshman white kid out.
That's right. I was getting my anger out. Remember?
You were getting your anger. Yeah, I remember. You used to be very pent up, man.
That's what everyone says.
That's what I learned.
That's what everyone says.
That's what I learned. See, I knew Evan when he had calmed down, so I didn't.
Look at this.
I didn't want to be there.
He didn't want to be there, man.
I hated there. I hated just living. I just wanted to kill people.
You want to kill people.
You can take that out of context. There's no context needed. That's just straight words.
And then somehow we played tackle, right? Senior year for varsity.
Oh yeah, that was the shortest one.
I'm surprised. Why'd you want to be kicker? Granted, like you had
No
the
one
rugby
wants to be
experience.
I played soccer,
and
man.
everything.
I just figured it would come naturally.
But you had the rugby experience and everything.
I didn't want to get injured for soccer.
Oh, but then you ended up getting injured.
Then my leg got. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Somehow the kicker got injured.
How'd that happen?
I overextended my hamstring, or not overextended.
Really?
I like stretched it out way too much. I don't know what that. Do you know what that's called, Evan?
What?
When you like over
ACL
hyperextended?
Oh,
is that what it's called?
Yeah, hyperextended.
Something like that. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
You need to hyperextend your brain more because you barely use it.
please. I know. I've been trying. You need to hyperextend your fucking workout routine. You
Saddleback
that
student.
Belly's really poking out. That belly's extending, bro.
The Saddleback student tells the UCI student to overextend.
I know, right?
Very wise, very wise, very wise. It's okay. I have more credits than him. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
Do you?
Yes.
How many credits do you got?
Because remember, I took
you
AP
took
classes.
APs in high school, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
No, but what'd you end up? What was the injury? You hyperextended, but what'd you end up tearing?
Hamstring. Right hamstring.
Right hamstring.
Kicking leg.
And that knocked you out for how long?
Forever. He's not playing no more.
Well, I'm not playing soccer anymore. And it's still like not fully back to its flexibility.
And how early on was that? Did you get the
that
injury?
was like end of off season, like kind of getting ready to go into summer.
Oh.
So like right before he joined back.
Oh, so it was later on. It wasn't too early on where
I still got to
freshman,
put on my JV pads and
Yeah.
my fucking super big like bucket helmet
Oh, hey, that was nice, man.
and get one tackle.
Oh, respect.
I mean,
That's
was
it. I got
was
one. I got one tackle. It was
Really?
fucking. It was
Hell
awesome.
yeah,
It was
bro.
tiny.
As a kicker?
It was a tiny white guy from St.
Oh.
Margaret's. Dude, I remember.
Same Mar.
It was the first game. It was the first JV game.
You mean Santa Margarita?
Santa Margarita.
We never
St.
played
Margaret's.
St. Margaret's.
I don't know.
Fuck
Santa-
outta
Same
here.
difference. Yeah.
Santa Margarita. Dude. It was a tiny little white kid on punt return.
Yeah.
Because this jackass let the punt team not tackle him.
What do you mean?
Team captain. Where
Oh,
are you?
yeah, I was team captain, bro.
And this asshole fucking
team captain that
left the kicker by himself in the backfield.
That didn't want to be
Fuck,
there.
dude. That
Didn't want to be there. Team captain that did not want to show up.
I don't know. I was like for football, I was just fun to like be able to even like not fucking playing on varsity at all, just like sitting on the bus on Fridays and trailing around. I had fun.
Eating the food, that's the
Eating
best
the
part.
food
When
is
you know
what-
you're not playing, but you
Well-
get to eat all that food.
Well, because for me, football was
Badass,
it was a novelty because I just grew up like watching high school American movies and seeing like fucking jocks football.
Yeah.
So for me, it wasn't
kinda cool,
It was super cool, right?
Yeah.
I got around the bus and I'd like remember like
In the back.
Yeah, I got
Actually,
around-
not in the back. Only cool people.
That's
sit in
you,
the
Yeah,
back.
only cool.
It's kind of crazy. It was
I
like reverse
sound-
racism.
Yeah, it was. But
Only the cool guys got to sit in the back. Everyone else was in the front.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
Black
everybody was
people
thinking
were
about it. And
fighting to be in the
everybody
back.
asked
Yeah,
like the
black
bus
people
driver
were
to go
fighting back.
fast and
yeah,
okay.
all the black people wanted to sit in the back in football, so I don't know, man.
yeah.
Like this guy.
Of choice, see?
Of choice.
Yeah, reverse
That's choice.
MLK. No
Yeah.
more Rosa Parks. Welcome to our spotlight for this week. Aidan,
shit.
what are we spotlighting with your great music taste
So my spotlight for this week is gonna be Love, Love by Ella Eyre. Ella Eyre is spelled ELLA and then Eyre, EYRE. It's a very good vibes type of song. It's beach vibes for sure. I know I've been spotlighting a couple beach vibe songs, but this is another one of those good ones. You got to check it out, listen to it. Has a little, if you're into, wrong one, but like, and I was going to say K-pop vibes. That's a different song. But this does have good pop music vibes. What about you, Evan?
I'm spotlighting Playboi Carti's new album, Music, and also his deluxe music, Sorry for the Wait. After a long 5 years, he finally dropped his long-anticipated album. This has 34 songs on it. It's an hour, 30 minutes of kind of repetitive stuff. He also has a lot of features on it, like Kendrick Lamar, which is kind of interesting how they work together. But my favorite songs are Evil Jordan, Crush, Philly, Rather Lie with The Weeknd, Mojo, Jojo, whatever the fuck it is. Good Credit, Charge Them Hoes a Fee. Also Jumpin', and what's good last one? Hood by Air and Olympian. Also Backrooms. I've been waiting for that to come on streaming services. So yeah, I give this album a solid 8.5 out of 10. And the only bad thing, it's kind of repetitive and it's very long. So yeah, that is my spotlight for this week.
If you guys are wondering why our outfits are different, I know it's a change up and whatever. We did forget the spotlight segment, so we are refilming it. We got the guest though, Chile, on here. Chile, what are you spotlighting this week?
For me, I'm going to be spotlighting a single by Not So Bad and Mark called Let It Go. It's more kind of a house music vibe. That's something I've really come to like in college, and it's a great vibe. I think you two will love it if you guys want to play it. But yeah, Not So Bad and Mark called Let It Go. Go listen to it now.
All right,
Good song.
appreciate it, Chile.
Thank you, Lucas.
All
Back
right,
to the program.
Back to the program.
Peace. Bro, Harriet. Do you know he didn't know what Harriet Tubman did?
No, I knew the name.
Wasn't she the Underground Railroad?
Yeah. See,
I know now.
Well, that's good, yeah.
The Underground Railroad chick.
Well,
what does that mean though? What's Underground Railroads mean?
She put all those black people in minecarts, sent them off. They sent fucking
the
flying.
Underground-
They didn't know where they're going, but anywhere but the sound.
thank God it's March, dude. You'd be like hung by now, Aidan. You'd be dead.
It's Happy
That
Women's
saves
History.
me.
Happy Women's History Month.
It is happy.
Happy Chilean month too.
Oh, we don't have a month, man.
Exactly.
You guys have racism in Chile?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not like it's.
No, don't even try. No.
Well, it's weird because it's not like we're gonna go do hate crimes against this certain type of people. We're just
You would
like,
just steal from a specific type of
no,
people.
we're just like, oh, look at this fucking like idiot.
Be careful.
And then, like,
with
that-
I know. I
words.
thought he was about to say a slur. I'm looking at him like,
no,
please don't.
no, like it's not more. It's not like we actually hate each other. It's just rivalry.
yeah.
It's like Chile. It's like Chile, Argentina.
Yeah.
It's like sports. Like
Messi or Ronaldo?
oh, Ronaldo.
Obviously.
I hate Argentina.
Yeah, makes sense.
What?
I don't actually hate Argentina. I mean, every Chilean's
Messi all the way, bruh.
Nope.
Messi the
nope.
best.
He couldn't beat Chile in the 2015 and I think 2016.
I wasn't even live then, so I don't.
I've watched Messi once. That's enough.
He sucks. Horrible.
If he was here right now,
not-
would you ask for his autograph?
No.
That I don't get why.
That's
people,
not
I ask
real.
Every,
You would.
No.
You would.
I ask
Nope.
every
You
Ronaldo
would.
fan that. They always say no. I'm like, bro, there's
That's
no
what
way.
he
It's not,
said.
it's not even to keep and sell.
Nope.
You wouldn't sell
The
it.
thing is, it's not like a Ronaldo fan thing. It's a cultural thing. Like,
Everyone says it, bro.
I get.
We're gonna get
so-
Messi here one day. We're not gonna tell him.
how many Chileans have you met that don't like Messi?
Hey, Messi, come in. He's like, bro, oh my God, you're amazing.
He's like, yeah, fuck you, Lucas. You fucking freak.
Oh my God, you seen that like David Dobrik shit where he have the celebrities or they'll have them like, what would you do if Kylie Jenner was here?
And then
And they show up.
wasn't there like a 50 Cent one where it's like, oh yeah, 50's kind of shit. And there's like a 50's same vibes.
Bro, 50 Cent is scary.
He's cool, man. Like he's good music, man.
He's like the only like still like
Be careful. with what you-
gangster type of person. Not only, but he's like one of those main people that still like embodies
What
that.
do you mean?
Nowadays,
What do you mean by the?
not. I mean, a lot of. I feel like there's
What do you
more
mean by the
rap
gangster? What do you mean
I-
by?
I think
What do
Evans-
you mean by quote unquote?
The way he dresses, the way he talks. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's. I think like with gang culture back in the day, with rap, a lot of that
Gang
shit
what
was
now?
like you associated with the Crips.
Gang what?
culture.
Whoa, dude.
What you know about gang
See,
culture?
see, for me,
What am I doing wrong? Oh, no.
I just affiliate Evan as a gangster.
No,
Why
no,
not?
I don't want to be. No,
You don't want to be a gangster?
No, tell me more about this gang culture that you know so much about.
Evan's the type to get gang banged. I feel like.
What? Okay, that's off topic.
Wait,
Chunks
No,
a
but
lot.
yeah,
Wait,
I mean, I
Evan,
feel like
Do you remember sophomore year locker room talk?
you guys were talking about getting gang banged
No.
Well, that's just every day.
every day.
Dude, sophomore year, like For me, that was peak football. 5th period, like we all were weak. We like compared to sophomores
Dude,
now.
no, yeah, it's so crazy. Like,
like sophomores now have like
they're
800
they're
pounds.
stronger than me. Like,
yes, they're huge now. And sophomore
Really?
year, like sophomores.
that was the good old times when like no one was strong. Everyone
No
was
one
like
was
the
strong.
same.
Everyone was a shitter. Everyone was just there.
And we
for,
got
like,
messed around, Coach Mont.
What was like considered weak to you guys? Like what?
we were
every-
benching like a plate max, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
power cleans. Like some people couldn't
Bro.
push over 135.
You don't even know. It's so sad. Like lacrosse is so
Lacrosse
sad
is
compared to you
horrible.
guys.
Oh my god,
Bro, I would legit spot guys who would barely bench bar. There was one kid, and the thing too is it's so hard to spot someone who doesn't know how to work out. It's their first time.
Yeah.
Because these kids don't know. Don't fucking let it come down on you.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to spot
Let
one
him
kid.
calm down. Hey, remember.
Shit.
Your time.
time.
What?
What is time?
Nah,
dude?
we're gonna be fucking going.
Dude,
This
I'll
is our
talk. Dude, I'll
podcast
talk to
room.
him, dude. I go to Chapman.
This
You know
is
how
our podcast.
You know how
room.
entitled I am, man. I go to-
70,000, yeah. I
I go-
sold your house.
Okay, mine is not 70,000. I'm just,
What, no, what are you actually paying? Can you?
I don't want to talk about what I'm paying.
Yeah.
Is
fucking-
it bad?
No, it's good, but I just don't.
You just don't want to shove it in my face anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to shove it in your face that I go to Chapman. One of the best schools in Orange County.
Woof.
No, what were we talking about? I just lost.
We're talking about
train.
sophomore year football.
Oh yeah, then
Because that was
no.
like-
Then you were talking about your like weightlifting out. No
Oh yeah,
one's-
the weightlifting room, bro. There's this one kid I was spotting him 10 pounds on each side, and this kid was
He's talking
struggling.
about himself.
And dude, he has it, and it's flying down on this kid. Thank God I caught it, but like, yeah, compared to you guys, the football guys, like lacrosse for some reason, we're just weak.
Well, I mean,
Most
there's a
of
lot
us.
more agility that goes. There's a lot of like.
Weak people.
Is it really the case that the sophomores are honestly getting stronger?
Yes.
this year for
Yes, it's
football?
fucking crazy.
Because
It is insane.
Wasn't it the thing? Like, I feel like in high school, I always talk with people. I felt the kids get shorter and shorter every year.
Not shorter.
Right?
Now
Not
they're
for
getting
football,
stronger.
dude.
Now they're getting stronger and bigger.
Do you know what I'm talking about though? Like,
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
I feel like it
yeah.
at some
Like
point where
regular high
Bro,
schoolers.
I would-
Not football though, man. The football guys are like way more physical than like at least when we were sophomores, Evan.
Yeah.
Like some of the sophomore, like last year, even for example, like we had sophomores starting on varsity O line. Like we had. Cooper,
Oh yeah, we do.
We had Cooper and Tyler starting. I'm like, are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Like,
I mean, in
Indubitably.
football, you have to be so aggressive though, right? Like,
I wouldn't know.
No,
That's
some-
different.
well, some positions yes.
do you
Well, I'm an immigrant though. It's different. I just
Well,
saw
what?
I saw football in like the movies, man. Like I watched,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
watched
yeah.
like High School Musical
Yeah.
and saw like all the jocks with their red Corvettes and their beautiful blonde girlfriends. Like, yeah.
Dude, you like black females, bro.
we love the black queens here.
I love all women, man. That's my foot,
fuck
dude. That's
with
my
that.
foot, dude. I'm just tapping my foot, man.
What size shoe are you?
Hey, 10.5.
I could work with that.
What
the fuck? You can work. With
No, like
that.
I might take your shoes
You don't want these shoes. Actually, no. I'm wearing my nice shoes today. Why would you take my shoes, Evan?
because I want them.
Whoa, why? would-
What else? What other reason?
Whoa, dude. That's kind of. I don't know, man.
It's in their blood,
Do you,
dude.
do you appreciate the hair
God
rub?
damn, headphone down. Turn to the side. No, come here, come here, come here. No, come here. Take the headphones off. Take the headphones off. No, come here. Go up close.
Parting the fucking Red Sea,
We're-
Evan.
Now I finally get.
Dude, it's still gonna headphone dent you. It's okay.
It's okay.
We all have our bad days,
But
you know.
yeah.
Is it still the case with you, or are you still kind of like associating, like with the movies you see, like you said? Is it still kind of that way for you? You kind of pretty much like acclimated
not as
completely.
much. When I moved here, it was just such a culture. That's the big thing. It was a culture shock for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to a class with like 11 guys, just a small class in Chile, and then all of
No
a sudden,
females? What's the ratio like?
it's a funny story. From like first grade to like sophomore year in my class in Chile, we had like one girl and like 12, 13 guys.
Was she bad?
I don't know, man. At the time, she was in elementary and middle school.
I'm
so-
talking about what.
Whoa,
No, I'm
Evan,
talking about what she was
Evan,
a
you are
sophomore.
insane.
Evan.
That is crazy, Evan.
No.
This is the most interested I've seen the entire podcast. He was tuned. Look at this guy. He's
on
gonna
his
pull up.
phone.
Ugh. Dude, it's so hot to have a hood on, but I want this.
Oh my god. No,
No,
man.
but yeah, we just didn't. I didn't even know why. Like every other class
Was
was
it-
like 50-50. My class
Yeah.
was just like we just didn't have any girls, man.
Really?
So the ratio's bad.
Yeah, it was horrible. But I don't know. It was fun to grow up in that class because all my friends, we got so tight. We all played rugby together.
Yeah.
The whole class played rugby together. We all played rugby, cricket together. We played soccer together at recess. Like
Can
we
I
just,
ask you a thought-provoking question?
yeah.
So
All right, let's tuck in,
when,
bro.
when you were playing rugby and like the one girl in the class, was she playing rugby too?
No.
Okay, let's say she
Well,
was.
sometimes. I mean,
Let's
I
say,
think so.
and she was like about to score. Would you like fucking like like get her good, or would you like go
Yeah,
easy
fuck
on
that
her?
bitch up.
I mean,
we had
or would you like suplex her? Like what?
What we call that here is discipline, bro.
discipline. Well,
Your
no.
woman's out talking out loud.
That's the Asian speaking in him right there. That's the traditional fundamentals of Aidan Noonan right there talking.
No, listen, all jokes here.
Wow, Miss Noonan.
But
No, I found that shit weird when like you would see in San Juan that there'd be like I might be wrong with this, that there was a girl playing football. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Was that in San Juan or was that in
my
a different
God.
school?
no, that was ours. Yeah,
Okay.
I remember.
Who was that chick? I never found out who it was.
Not gonna name drop. That's rude.
Yeah, let's not name drop, but
Yeah, I was kind of friends with her. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
We,
kind of were.
we like.
Oh, because you were a punter. Yeah, that's why.
tell me
I
how
was
that.
what?
You were a punter. No, because
Well, yeah, I was a kicker,
No,
dude.
but because you hung
Oh,
out with.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Ben,
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
senior punter. Then.
Yeah. You'd have
She
to be-
manly?
I don't really.
I don't.
No, she was a sophomore
She was
too,
a
but
sophomore.
she had to
She
play on
was-
the freshman team.
Yeah, she was younger, but I don't really remember.
You just had to be there.
You did have to be
You just
there,
had to
too.
be there.
Really?
You just had to
It
be
was like it was a pretty like not weird.
there. It was interesting.
How did that work though? Like
She just had pads like
she had pads, but she would play on the guys.
in the freshman team. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
mean,
so.
I didn't really see her play, but
She knew that she was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to partner up with Evan. Evan would have fucking laid that bitch out.
No, I'm in rugby. I remember in like we had a tournament when I don't remember what year, but it was before like high school in Chile,
Mhm.
where we were playing a school with the girl on their team. And one of my friends, Diego, like the smartest kid I've ever met. Like he played the violin. Like he's at like one of the best.
so you play violin, you're smart.
No, he's at like one of the best colleges in Chile right now. So
Damn.
and to get into
fucked.
into colleges in Chile, you have to test into them. You have to get a certain
what you're talking
grade
about.
on a test, and then you qualify for them.
That's the same way in like Europe and
I think
Asia,
so.
everything in general.
I'm not too sure how it is out there, but I know at least in Chile, that's how it works.
Mm.
So
The schools are much harder. They're more like not credential based, but you got to be smart.
You do get harder there, yes.
yeah, you do get harder in Chile.
Yeah, Evan heard the fucking elementary.
Evan
you
heard
said-
the elementary.
Bro, you
middle
said
schools-
elementary.
No. Indubitably no.
No, it's okay.
I gotta go.
You gotta go. Where you gonna go? The bathroom?
No, I gotta go home.
Coming back to the story, it was
Yeah.
this super smart kid. He like absolutely because in rugby you're only allowed to tackle from the waist down. So he like fucking like
What grade
we were
was
like
this?
fifth graders. This is like fifth grade. So
Okay,
this
I'm
is
not
like
gonna say anything.
No, this is like fifth grade.
I'll make sure.
What
Just
the
gotta make
fuck,
sure.
dude?
Just gotta make sure.
So he like absolutely like alligator rolled this girl like super hard to the ground. We were like, dude, what the fuck?
What's that?
It's you don't remember the alligator roll? It's where you like
Enlighten me.
grab them and you like twist so they like fall. You grab their legs.
Oh, oh shit! I did that to someone. Yeah.
Why did you do that to someone?
Just for fun, you
No,
know?
I was an idiot. I was at
No,
a
don't-
beach with
Is
a
this
couple.
is this like the one fight in your life you've
No,
gotten into?
no. I was just stupid. I was
It's
at the
fun.
beach with friends, and a couple other people showed up. And this was in high school, senior year, and they had a football with them. It was like 7 of them, and it was
Wait,
me
what?
and
How
2
old
other
was
buddies.
Senior
Year. It was like it was a bunch of people. I think Mason was there, Pops,
Oh, yeah.
Carson Vaught, all
Oh
those
my
boys.
God, he's in Utah right now. Right?
Yeah.
Spencer, I think,
Ah,
Hunter,
cool.
all those boys.
Ah.
But we ended up playing beach football. I didn't hear it in the beginning. They
That it
said
wasn't
it was
tackle?
2-touch.
Yeah.
Oh, my. This guy
Duke
embarrassed himself.
Duke DeVault
Ah.
was running straight
did-
at me,
Oh yeah.
and then so I've always had this mentality just because I'm a smaller person that I feel like I have to make up for the height.
Oh,
That's yeah.
So I just like make up in aggression,
That's how he felt in the
and then so
O-line.
bro, he ran straight at me. Immediately I ran at him, wrapped him, and fucking spun.
That's awesome.
And then I laid him down.
That's good.
And
man.
then everybody's like, yo, it's 2-touch. I'm like, oh my bad.
Yep. That's awesome, dude. But,
Yeah, I didn't know that was the alligator roll though.
God.
And then wait, this was somebody alligator rolled the girl?
Yeah.
Sorry for like jumping.
No,
on
you're
the
good.
whole thing.
Someone alligator rolled the girl, and we were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" So, reverting back to Evan's thoughtful.
Wait, how old was the
question.
kid who alligator rolled him?
Oh, we were all fifth graders, man.
Okay, as long as it's fair.
It wasn't like senior year high school was like.
That would have been better.
No, dude, like
Then I would have slammed her a couple more times.
Oh, you
Especially if her
would've.
name started with an N.
And especially if she was in elementary, bro.
No.
You would've slammed
My
that hoe.
God.
Oh, that's his words, not mine. His words.
No, but and then, damn, I don't know. I just found it weird when I heard that for the first time. I
Yeah.
don't remember who I heard it from.
I mean,
And,
typically.
I
you
mean,
know.
did she really like? Did it feel like it was kind of a forced thing?
No,
she,
I mean,
like,
she
kinda-
did it. She probably did it. I mean, I don't really.
Oh, you're talking about the.
Say one.
Oh.
Yeah, come on. Tuna,
I
I
don't-
can't think
I
of
don't
the
know
kids
why
that
she
one.
joined.
I also don't.
I just
I mean,
heard
she
of
was
it.
there, and then she was there, and then she wasn't.
I think she played. Like she played. I swear there were
She
two girls at first, and then one of them quit.
I don't
no?
think that. I don't know.
Also, I heard that she was like failing her classes.
I don't know about
I
that.
heard that.
I don't know about that part. But my memory doesn't go back that far.
It does, but he just doesn't want to say it.
That's
and I don't want to say it either. So.
If I can remember 5th grade freaking rugby spear tackling girls, then yeah, that's
that sounds so crazy. I spear tackled a
That's what he
chick.
remembers.
Spear tackle is crazy. You couldn't just normal tackle her. You had a fucking Roman Reigns fucking
Oh,
off the top
Roman
ropes,
Reigns!
fucking spear.
yeah. But
Can we get a toe check?
Yes, please. No, but would you say you're a pretty aggressive kid? And I'm just assuming because in football.
100%. Like before I moved to the United States, I was just like a big
aggressive.
I was just a big.
You're a big grub?
I wasn't a big grub. I was just a big pent up kid. I wasn't great at school. I just played a bunch of sports. Soccer was really
Close
good.
down the schools, bro.
School
threat. Close down the schools.
Soccer was the big one because I was so much like I was playing with people like 3-4 years older than me. So I was like I was allowed to kind of be more aggressive. So I was just like a pent up kid. I was like pushing people at school, getting into fights, that kind of dumb shit.
Got into a lot of fights?
I mean, I grew up in class with old boys. Like you're gonna be physical.
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, what do you mean?
And we all played like rugby. Like we're all and
you
like,
guys just got into fights all
from
the time?
like 5th grade to like 8th grade. It was MMA in the classroom at recess. Like we would be. I remember this one time I broke a wooden locker on my head. Me and my friend were wrestling in class.
But you broke it with your head, or someone used?
I
your
broke
head
it
to
with my
break
head.
it?
No. We were wrestling, and I remember.
Anyone else hungry?
No,
Okay,
shut up.
You're so fat, dude.
Keep going.
we were wrestling in class, and we were like fucking wrestling, we were throwing chairs and shit.
Yeah.
And he like picked me up, but like this, like kind of like my legs were like here,
Yeah, like bear hug, just like
like bear hug.
Yeah.
And then like slammed me on the ground, and the back of my head hit a locker like a cubby, and the cubby door just flew off.
Yeah.
And it was so weird because I was like unfazed by it. I was like, oh, okay, I got back up and I looked behind me and the fucking locker's broken. So we had we would like break glass because we like kick soccer balls at windows. Dude, we were
Bro, poor teacher having to put up with you fucking shit.
we all like smelled like shit because it was all guys from like 6th grade to 8th grade, just like after rugby practice, dude. We were all just bruised up. We played this game called Morphine where we would go up to each other.
What the fuck? Okay.
We'd go up to each other with our knuckles, like our middle knuckles standing out.
Yeah.
And we'd sneak up behind people. We'd yell morphine and then just into their ribs and like.
Can you do that to Aidan real quick?
God.
Like,
No, don't do it.
I could do it to
Don't do
Aidan. I don't want to.
Demonstration.
Should I do
I'll
this?
hold him up too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to demonstrate more?
No.
Okay, I don't know. It was fun.
Listen to this psychopath right here.
No, it was like it was fun because now all
That
those,
was the fun games we had in Chile.
Well, I don't know, man. It was recess. It was that and like playing like blacktop soccer, fucking destroying
Him in
your.
white top soccer? Had to be black top, bro? Really?
Dude, it's
Yeah,
concrete.
come on.
I
Really?
don't
Come
know.
on. That Chile's not like. So it's whatever. We'll let it slide.
This guy's brain just stopped halfway.
We'll let it slide.
No, because like
Bro, listen.
I gotta go.
You gotta stop thinking about them kids. That you have to let your brain flow. You gotta let it flow.
No,
but,
more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Would you
11,
ever-
12.
that's pretty much what it was like at recess.
Yeah. And then you just morphine each
We
other.
were just morphine and then like,
You gotta start doing that to people at UCI.
don't do that to
Bro.
people at UCI.
No.
Don't
I
do
did
that to
play,
any college, dude.
What'd you play?
Knuckles in high
Like
school.
Didn't you play that with me and you like destroyed me?
There's this kid. I'll just say his first name.
Start with an A.
No, his name was Nick. Shout out him. Cool guy. Saw him at the gym once recently.
I don't know.
Do I know?
He ended up leaving after sophomore year.
Oh, then no.
He was
I
in-
moved to America.
Yeah,
then,
you guys
so.
wouldn't have known.
I
He was a water polo kid.
I was fresh off. The,
Bro,
I would
I was
pay-
fresh off the boat. At the
I don't
time,
know
so.
why I was this way. I don't know. I just felt like I was a tough person and could just like handle pain and like.
It's pretty stupid.
And he was like just like dishing it out and like. I don't know. And I was taking it, dude. But no, there's this kid Nick, and before math class, like every day, we would do this
Before,
thing
like,
where
geometry or something?
we'd do punches.
Yeah.
Where we'd punch each other in the stomach. And I remember that game. We would wind up fully.
Yep.
Mom, I never did this, by the way. This was
He never did. I was with him in math class. It's fine. He sat there and did his homework.
No, but
and I would take his homework and do
Like
it.
he said, like
I
was
don't know.
even
There was something in my head
fresh
at
off
the
the boat.
time where I was like trying to prove my toughness. I don't know. It
Let's
sounds
do it
weird,
right
but
now.
no, I'll do it with you after the pod. I'll beat you.
Mid pod.
I'll beat you.
I don't know. I never had like, because I grew up like with an old like a very like tight group of people and like we're all guys. We didn't really have like that idea of proving that I was tough was never like a thing.
Yeah.
Like I know like in football like okay I gotta prove I gotta
Really?
like knock this guy on his ass.
You
Like,
gotta punt. Yeah, you gotta punt. The
No,
ball.
but like for you, not for me. I was a
Oh.
fucking punter. I didn't do anything physical apart from like going to lifts and stuff. That was it. But like for football, like, oh, I want to knock this guy in his butt, right? I want to like prove a point.
Yeah.
Or like all that stuff. Or like soccer, like, oh, I want to like absolutely dribble around this kid. Like for me for soccer, I was a goalie, so I guess sometimes if someone was being chirpy, I'd like run his ass over. But like
one of the Jungers.
Yeah.
One of the Chucks.
I was never a good shit talker in sports.
Nope.
You're not in general.
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't.
You're too nice.
Well, you
Miss
play lacrosse.
Noonan,
I
he's
was
too nice.
I was also scared I was gonna get into a fight every time, which I don't want to get into a fight with anybody. It's not worth it. And oh my god, you weren't like, you didn't feel like you had to prove a toughness other than football, but like.
No, because even in football, I didn't feel like I needed to prove anything. I mean, I was such an airhead like sophomore and junior year that.
But you said you were hanging around like most like the Hispanic kids though, right? And I feel like
when I first moved here, and then
I don't know.
Then I had like the thing with me in high school is that
this sounds so wrong. Wait, let me finish. But like, when I say that, I never really hung out with them. But I just feel like in San Juan Hills specifically, there was like so much of like a wannabe gangster culture.
Yep, that was you.
Among like certain Hispanics, where it's like this tough thing, and yeah.
It's a cultural thing. That's all.
Yeah.
Like there's
in that aspect, I felt people were trying to prove themselves, like toughness.
I mean, I don't know too much about that. I know like from the Spanish culture, San Juan, there's like the Hispanic kids who are like from Mexico, and then the Mexican American kids. They're two different groups. I just had a friend. In high school, I just tried to be friends with as many people as I did. So I had like my group from like my like Spanish buddies, and then I had like my friends from lacrosse, and then I had like Hickey and you, and like those friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really broke into with you, but like when
broke in, who says that?
I don't know, man. I learned English. He's I'm
gonna start using that whenever I meet new black people. I'm trying to break in with you.
I never got like tight with you. Like that's what I mean.
No, come on. You're just a hating rude.
No.
No. I never got tight with you. Never got tight like handcuffs.
We play. Well, Casey, that's you.
I can't co-sign this though. You gotta realize that.
You gotta laugh.
No, but like I'm.
You never broke in.
I know I was friends when I first moved here. I was friends with like Pops and Derek and all those guys. Sophomore year, but I just kind of found my way. I had a bunch of friends. Yeah. It was fun.
The one cool thing though, that, like about like Hispanic kids, and I feel like I'm the closest to them, culture wise. I just like them more because the one thing you realize, all of them don't give a fuck at all.
About what?
About what?
Anything.
There's nothing to give a fuck about. No,
exactly.
You do your own thing.
No, because like I feel like a lot of the like, I guess white kids, they're more afraid to say certain shit. Where like I'll have like my Hispanic friends, they don't give a fuck what they say.
Okay,
like,
stop cursing. Stop the cursing.
Do you remember Brandon?
Yeah, I remember Brandon. Shout out Brandon.
Same thing, Brandon.
No, I'm unshouting out Brandon.
But they're always cool. But they're also so straightforward. I think that's what I fucked with the most.
Well,
it's like you're just honest.
Well, it's easier to be honest. Like you don't need to come up with lies and any of that stuff. Just be honest.
No. Gotta be careful.
Can we get a little bit into your side of the story in regards to like the whole like high school like shutdown thing?
Oh my god, that was during football. That was during fourth period. I was
What shut down?
Remember the junior year?
We had a
again.
I think,
yeah.
Did we talk about it in Jeff's episode?
Yes.
Yeah. In Jeff's episode, we had a what we thought was a shooting at our school, and our school shut down.
It was just like an old guy.
It was just.
What was going on at that time for you? So what was the experience?
Funny story. That was during fourth period, which is the period that we had football practice for. So we were on the field like, I was like, at the time we weren't kicking, so I think I was doing like O-line drills or something like that. Yeah, because we had to during off season we had to have, remember offensive position, defensive position.
Oh, true.
So I did linebackers and O-line. I was horrible at O-line, but I was horrible at linebacker too. But we were just like I don't know, we were just like on the field doing something, or it was like it was during like 40-yard sprints, something like that. And then
feisty.
The coaches just like start talking to them like, "Hey guys, we gotta go." Like I mean the coaches. Their Mayerl's like. Coach Mayerl's just
we
like,
gotta go, guys.
Yeah. So we all cram into the bathrooms down there in the stadium. The like super swampy, yeah. And then people started just freaking out. They're like kicking doors and stuff. And then like Jake and some of the guys.
The things outside. You do when you freak out, kick down the bathroom stall doors.
I don't know, yeah. And then like some guys were outside, and some kids were like scared, and other kids were just dicking around, and we were just all like crammed into this tiny, like swampy bathroom, and people didn't know what to expect.
What was which group were you part of? Did you think it was real? Did you think it
wasn't?
Think
it was Aidan?
I didn't think it was Aidan, and I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was a shooter. I mean, really? I didn't really grow up with like that fear in my brain. because like
Like you grew up around it as a result of that,
I didn't know what to like really expect out of it because I didn't grow up
a lot in the Chilean land.
No, like that's not a thing in Chile. Like you don't expect
guns aren't a thing.
like bringing weapons to school. Like it's not or threats. It's not
Really?
No.
Wait, am I wrong? I thought
You'll bring them, but the school won't get shut down. Like people will get into like fights at
That's
school.
fucked.
No, like not me. Like like people will, like fight at school, but the whole school won't get shut down. You know what I mean? Or like
yeah, I mean it's just in America it's fucked. Some depressed kid fucking lost his shit.
Yeah, like it's a really sad topic here, and it's something that like growing up in a foreign country, I didn't have like in the back of my mind.
Foreign.
You know? Well, what is it not? Is Chile not like?
No, I'm just saying you're foreign.
He doesn't like foreigners.
But like, it's just not
Touché.
something you have in the back of your mind when you're going to school in Chile or anywhere. I think in comparison to here.
So I mean, what did you think when you first heard it though? I mean, were you kind of like,
I
oh, this
was
is
like-
just like is what I'm gonna chill. Like it's a nice little.
I'm gonna
break, I
chill
guess.
in.
Well, no, I was like,
Were you trying to stop him or anything, or
No, I was just sitting back waiting, man.
no? But
I'm not gonna-
would you try and stop him?
I don't fucking know, man.
Absolutely not. I'd fucking.
You're
I'm
so
worried
I
I'm
would
gonna
have
get
run,
jabbed in the
dude.
neck
You
with a
kidding?
knife
I would
or
get
some
in my
shit.
car and just drive off.
Some people tried to leave.
I did leave, man. Me and like,
Oh, really?
Me and Shane went and got Panda Express and watched like South.
That
Park.
has to
The
be
thing
racist,
is, I
bro.
What?
feel like,
Shane Miller and Panda Express. What is racist about?
No, but
Shane-
he's in, so you had to bring him Panic Express.
You put that together. I don't know, but we did
I
get
put
Panda.
I think we talk, and I guess you guys kind of did it, but I feel like I talk a lot of shit leading up to the shooting where you're like, oh, bro, if I was in that shooting, like you see it on the news or something. If I was in the shooting, I would have just left the classroom. I don't listen to the teacher. I would have left, got out there. I'm not gonna get stuck in the classroom. But then at the same time, it's like it's so sketchy. And San Juan Hills is such an open campus. I mean, we had it one time in criminal psych where our teacher brought in an FBI guy, and they were talking about the setup of our school. The cafeteria, on the roof of the cafeteria, apparently, there's a way you can get up on the
there,
roof
through the stage.
If you lock that thing, you cannot get it open any other way. So you have to get a helicopter to come up and drop down.
Through
on
the stage, you can go up to the roof.
Don't
Yeah.
give Lucas any ideas, bro.
No.
I'm at Chapman, man. I'm at the happiest place on earth. What are you talking about?
See, for me, I don't think I was one of those people who was worried that it was a shooting, just because of like there was so much shit leading up to it.
Yeah.
And I think going into it, you never think these chaotic, like unbelievable, sad things that happen aren't gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
It's so far away and it's so easy to disassociate with these things that when it actually is there, you're like, oh fuck.
You never expect it to happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, even now, I've talked about this with Evan on the pod. I watch my like criminal stuff like body cam footage.
This guy's a
you
psycho,
watch
bro.
crazy stuff, man.
And
I just,
much for your
I just
time.
watch like sport broadcasts, man. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all
You have
I
too
watch.
much
no, I'm a messed up person. I just get bored and I like it. That doesn't mean you
And
have to
you're
go to
hentai,
fucking
too.
body cam. How'd you know? Dude, don't exploit me.
You
like
got
that.
caught, Aiden.
Fuck.
Fuck, yeah, you
I read the
some.
comics.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
You have
No.
Scott. You have Scott Kwan. Shout out Scott Kwan. Draw you some.
Listen, I don't
Yeah,
even
man.
listen to like. I listen to the plot, to be honest with you. If I'm being honest.
What are we talking about?
Wait, whoa,
What are we listening to?
The hentai. I listen for the
Oh.
plot, bro.
You're bullshitting me.
Oh, I'm fucking. Just imagine. That'd be
It's
fucking
okay. He can
chaotic.
deny all he wants. We've seen it.
Mid
I've seen it
seen
on
it?
his
You
phone.
be watching me through
I've
my
seen it
window?
on his phone
You
and
watch
I've
me through my
enjoyed it.
window?
mid podcast. You just drop it. Yeah, check this out, right?
Yeah. No, but yeah, I was scared. I mean, I was texting my parents right away, and the good thing is the school handled it really well.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
no, they showed up in force.
They showed
like
up in
so much.
force. Like it was quick. They had a
And you
quick
don't ever
response
want
time.
situations like Uvalde or whatever, where like they're
Yeah, you
waiting
never-
outside,
you
and
never ever want to have anything.
and there are
like
even unfortunate situations where I've seen with my police body cam stuff, where where this lady was like stuck in a bathroom. She was at a liquor store. This homeless guy had a mental break, thought she was a person who killed his family, and then whole situation where the cops didn't want to go in because the bathroom was too narrow. Thankfully, the lady was all good. But
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
you never want to picture that stuff happening. And thankfully, the one in San Juan wasn't bad at all.
Okay.
yeah.
It was just like an old guy who like wandered onto campus.
I'm pretty sure he's a younger guy, but
I
whatever.
don't know who the hell it was.
He had a
man.
bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
I remember vividly.
Did he actually?
Yes.
I don't.
vividly.
I don't know any of the facts.
Vividly. I was
Dude,
outside.
Oh my god, that was a fucking spike. No, there were so many rumors that were spread around so quick. Automatic rifle. I don't think
Aidan
we already said this,
Noonan.
but yeah, automatic rifle, and then
Kind of looks like
There
him.
was
What the
some-
heck?
videos were spread around too a little bit.
I don't. Yeah.
Aiden was spraying those around. So
I don't know. All I know is that like where it happened wasn't that close to the stadium.
dang it.
So like,
Damn, you gotta chill. That's spiking hella.
yeah, I was fine.
Uh,
But yeah, it was sketchy. But I mean,
Okay,
I gotta ditch algebra 2 after.
I got ditch ceramics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's crazy is that they didn't call those classes off. You had to call in and like
Yeah,
have your
but I mean,
parents call.
I had to
and
do
take
that.
it makes
I had
sense.
to do that too.
I mean, they have to
Not
hold
after something like that. Like there's a certain
Yeah.
standard you
Well,
have to do. But
I
like,
think they mainly
If someone
did it
got
though-
hurt, they would.
yeah.
They just did it because also it wasn't a shooting at the end of the day. It was just a guy with a knife and
I don't even know.
A bulletproof vest.
I don't even know what happened with
I
the
also
guy.
don't know what
Bro, I
happened.
heard some story of one of our supervisors, Enrique, shout out Enrique, tackled
Holy-
him,
that-
and tried to tackle him
I
or
don't
some
think.
shit.
I don't believe
I think
that.
they
That's
just
probably a rumor too. Yeah.
Dude, shout out Enrique. I have a crazy picture. Like,
Dude, people harass Enrique. Poor
Like,
guy.
poor
you
guy.
get
he's
harassed
not-
too. At school by those
I didn't
females, like, Aidan!
I couldn't get it to stop.
The
So many
garden of,
females.
Aidan!
Back in the day, man, Aidan Noonan used to just absolutely sling it.
Oh, bro,
Back
I
in
would
the
lay that
day.
shit
Back in the
down,
day.
dude.
Like
Way
what?
fucking
Like
watch out.
last week?
What?
Danger zone.
No.
Don't come near.
Don't come near or else I'm gonna
okay.
come.
I'm not talking about that kind. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me neither.
Uh,
Honestly, I was just going with whatever you going.
The cum zone.
Let me
No.
see. I'm really trying to find this picture.
It's okay, man.
Yeah.
I got.
Do you mind if we jump? We started in the beginning.
No,
of,
it's
so
broadcasting is.
we talked a little bit how you got into it. Now you're into it. How long have you
Yes.
been doing it for now?
I started pretty much in September. Like September was where I started, just because
Yeah.
that's when college started, and I've really gone into it now. Like I've produced a major scale
Movie?
game. No, well I've directed a
That'd be dope.
student film. Like
what type
That's
of
okay.
film?
Sick.
they're not big. Like
What type of films are they?
I don't know.
Something
is it-
I'd watch?
probably not. I
Something
mean,
Aidan would watch?
maybe Aidan.
late at
I mean,
night?
what do you watch? Like, what's your taste?
I don't watch movies.
There you
Dude.
go. You wouldn't watch it then.
15
But-
or under.
What's the Junkers?
But
Where are the Junkers?
but no, broadcasting. It's. I started just being a commentator pretty much. Like that was.
Mhm.
I didn't know too much about it. Like we have these boards called spotter boards where you have the name, like every piece of information you need to call a game. You have a piece of paper for. That's how they know the names.
Do you pronounce anyone wrong on purpose? I would.
I try not to.
Have you ever
We
had
get
like really
flamed
bad?
for it.
Really?
We get flamed for it.
I would flame you.
Mhm.
Would you? What if someone's name? You know the Noah, like the Noah, and then
Yeah.
K-
See, that's the problem.
How would you pronounce his name?
I'd rather not.
No,
pronounce
how would you pronounce?
How would you
No,
pronounce? his
I
name?
can't. How would you?
No, I will. If fuck it, if you can't imagine
What are
me.
we talking about? I'm
Noah
lost.
Canigro.
Negro.
His name is Noah, and then Knigga.
Yep.
And they pronounce it with like.
And he got like a Division I football offer too.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be playing in like.
How are commentators handling that shit?
Well, I mean, hey, we have some pretty. Like,
I would love to be a
Yeah.
commentator if I was white and have him be like,
Well, you
"Oh,
could be a
free pass."
commentator now, dude. I'm sure, like UCI, they have some pretty cool guys.
I don't go to UCI.
We could. I don't go to like some schools, and I'm trying to get jobs at other
Yeah,
schools.
come on, have some aspirations, dude.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah.
I just
But,
sit at home all
But
day.
what's the work that kind of goes into commentating? Like, walk us
For-
through that.
Yeah.
It seems pretty easy, like
No.
from what Aidan was telling me.
It
No.
seems
Aidan
it
was
does, no, it
describing
does
it.
seem easy, but
Not
the
at all.
the talking part is so from
the
like an
easiest
outside
part.
perspective. I want to say like I think most people will think commentating is like if you're just talking about a sport you're passionate about. Of course,
Yeah.
the passion's the hard part, and
Yes.
you have to be interesting throughout it all. But what's kind of like the stuff that's going on behind the scenes leading up
Yeah.
to like
In my experience so far, I've only been doing it for about a semester and a half right now.
Yeah.
But I've had a bunch of fun with it. In my experience, it's primarily just been like the amount of prep.
Oh.
You have the reason why commentators sound so good when they're commentating over a game is because of how much prep they did, how familiar are they with the sport, how well do they know the players or the coaches, the venue that you're playing at, what time of day, like.
Okay.
And then you also have to like work on graphics before the game.
Ugh,
So like
boring.
if you're talking about a certain player, you have to like make sure the person in charge of graphics has like that player's headshot, stats from them. Like you have to select players like that you want to talk about. You have to like talk to your producer about building like what list of things do you want to talk down, because a lot of people just see during the game. And
Yeah.
like for example, there'll be
okay.
like crazy pre-shows with like you know, like you'll watch like Sunday Night Football and be like, oh, this camera's on this certain player, talk about him, graphic up on that guy. All that is like prep. Everything is
Yeah.
prep in sports broadcasting.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry.
and I mean it probably do you feel like you're now as like getting into commentating, do you feel like you watch those stuff differently now, or like situations
Yes.
where you see all of a sudden
Yeah.
these specific edits that go into place and where the cuts
That's
or
a good
where
question.
the different
That's
work
a
is
good
going
question.
in.
I have a better question.
100%. The way
Yeah.
I'll watch a sports broadcast, like the Super Bowl killed me.
In
Super
what
Bowl-
way?
the graphic for like the little
Because he didn't watch it. Because you're gonna.
I watched the halftime and I fucking quit.
Fuck you.
Well, that was pretty
Fuck
interesting
you.
too. The camera work for that
Fuck
was
you.
really cool too.
Yeah.
Like
No,
if
fuck you
you look
again.
at the behind the scenes for it, like
Yeah.
the movements that they did, like all that stuff was really
Fuck
cool.
you.
But the Super Bowl,
Fuck you too.
You know
piece of
where
shit,
it says,
fat fuck, dumb fuck. Okay, sorry.
Alright, keep going.
you know, like where it says like, oh, like Philly, like certain points, Kansas, another amount of points.
Mm-hmm.
That graphic was absolutely atrocious.
Mm.
And you probably
Really?
heard that. Like, have you seen that online? Like people, we were watching that. We had a Super Bowl party with a bunch of broadcast people, and we were watching it in just like disbelief at how like shitty.
And what
it
was wrong with the graphic?
It was like too simple. It didn't tell enough.
Mm.
They tried this weird thing where they like would just have the boxes and then like transparent around it instead of like a whole like rectangle. You know what I mean? 'Cause-
Induba.
Yeah.
Induba scuba.
They I don't know. They just tried something new and it
didn't work.
It didn't work, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of work.
Poor
that goes
guy,
into
he
it.
probably got an earful afterwards.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Probably.
What?
And where is like, what's kind of your goal commentating wise of like, what's kind of the process for you of like, where do you want to be? Like
In like the next
Is it
5 years.
commentating for the
In the
UFC?
next 5 years?
No, in UFC, like where's the ultimate place for a commentator?
Yeah, like
what's
next
like
5,
the
10 years.
pinnacle?
The
For
pin-
you personally.
in the United States, the pinnacle I think is commentating NFL.
Mhm.
And it really depends on what you like. Like for commentators, if you're really
What's
into-
your favorite sport to commentate? What's your favorite sport to commentate?
if I knew more, I really like basketball.
Really?
I'm
No, that has to be. Come
I
on, buddy.
really like. I'm not like I'm.
You're just saying that.
It's fun.
No, it's
dude.
fully racist.
It's-
Like if you think that,
it's-
don't even question for a second.
Dude, it's super like fast paced and there's like huge plays and the stakes are always set. Like
Chapman has a basketball team?
we're not good, but yeah, our women's team did pretty good though.
What about the soccer?
I'm gonna have
I
to
thought you
watch
liked
that.
commentating soccer.
I
a
love
little
commentating soccer
gonna have to watch that
and
women's
I know
basketball.
the most about soccer.
bit. Ooh, what is
Ooh,
the different? Does there come like different styles with each sport that you're commentating?
Yes.
Is it different, like
100%.
how you commentate volleyball versus how you commentate football?
He
and
doesn't
soccer?
commentate volleyball. He
What,
just stares.
what's kind of
Jesus,
like
dude.
someone with the inside perspective? What is the difference? The main difference.
What is the versus?
It's all about pacing. Like for example, if you're commentating a basketball game, you got to be talking quick. Like,
What about golf?
golf is I think
I see you a lot at golf. I see you
Well,
a lot.
that's-
Isn't golf kind of tough?
Golf
I feel
is
like low energy.
Yeah, I feel like golf would be super hard to commentate, especially because it's so technical.
But you do it a
Yeah.
lot though.
Well, I camera operate for PGA, or I'm a camera operator's assistant, so I just carry a tripod around, maybe drive the car, that kind of stuff. But
Have you met Tiger Woods?
no. But I've worked the big PGA tournaments with like all the big players.
I don't know.
I don't follow golf, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I've worked
Okay.
big PGA tournaments. But for commentating, like for example, if you're doing basketball, you're gonna be want to talk a lot more like fast. You want to be have your stats ready. Have like, okay, this person has this amount of rebounds. How close is this person to a double double? Like all that stuff. While soccer, you have to base it more on storylines because there's a lot more fill time.
Really?
Because soccer, you'll only have like a game on average will end like 2-1. Okay, so that's 3 big calls where you're allowed to get loud. So like while lacrosse and women and water polo, they're pretty high scoring. A lot more times where you are allowed to get loud, just because like an average
You're good at
lacrosse
getting
game
loud.
will end like I
Thank
don't know,
you.
like 9-9. There will be like always over double-digit goals scored in lacrosse.
Yeah.
And like water polo same. So there's more times where you can get loud, but I think for soccer has to take it. Soccer is like I love soccer,
And
especially
when you're saying storylines though to fill up, what do you mean storylines?
like what are the stakes of the game? Like what does this game mean for the future? What does it mean for now? What are some stories that maybe I've talked to the coaches beforehand and they said this, right? Some of the players are feeling like this. I talked to them. So just that's the hard part about it is that gathering stories and getting information to be able to call a game and sound like professional.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
hardest part.
Okay. Does Chapman have any like big rivals?
Men's lacrosse, SDSU. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know why. But you'd think
Isn't our lacrosse team good?
yes. They
Well,
well
I said our.
he's got Chapman is good. We're Division 1 MCLA, which is the men's club version of it. So we're not NCAA Division 1, we're MCLA Division 1, but we're still like
Cause
extreme.
I saw your guys' schedule. I think you reposted on your story or something
Yes, I
like that.
do. Yeah. We play like USC, UCLA,
Virginia Tech.
Virginia. We just played for the
Yeah,
Hokies,
we
Virginia-
lost.
We lost.
Yeah, I guess fucking suck, bro.
Yeah.
That wasn't but it's been a tougher year this year, but we have a lot of younger defensive players. One of my better buddies at Chapman, Ben, he's a defensive pole. on the team, and he's also a commentator. So we me and him are pretty close.
Does he commentate while playing? Like when he's like subbed off?
No, during spring he doesn't do it.
Yeah, that's a next level skill.
You could do that.
Like a sideline reporter, dude. That would be amazing. We're trying to get something like that with like a coach or something. But for lacrosse, we're it's the highest level of sport that we have at Chapman. Mm-hmm. But we've just been struggling with this year. Just a younger team. They're trying to get to know it better. A very young defense, extremely young defense.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for like the next 2-3 years of it. Because once they get some like reps under their wings, it's gonna be amazing to watch them.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Do you feel yourself getting a lot more invested in sports? Tired of watching sports? Being someone who has to like show up to all these events?
Invested.
Because
you love it.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing sports commentating, you can't half-ass it.
No.
Because you can't just sound like you can't just be like, oh yeah, they're passing around.
That's how you would sound.
Yeah,
I would.
You have.
I'm not doing sports.
And then you get bored. You'd be like,
yeah, you have to be able to like have high energy, talk about, oh my God, this means this, and what if this happens for this team, like stakes, and you have to love the sport and get loud, and it's if you're like if you're a sports fan, like if you're a sports fan who likes to talk, it's a great thing. And that's why I think it suits me really well.
Yeah, I mean, just from seeing your stories and Instagram posts and stuff, it's obviously like a huge time commitment.
Instagram.
Yeah, it's like
you're doing stuff all the time. It seems like
on Sunday I'm commentating another big scale game.
Yeah,
women's water polo, baby. Gotta love it. You gotta love women's water polo.
I love women, but
Alyssa Fricker, our best offensive player.
Who?
Alyssa, shout out Alyssa Fricker, dude. She just broke the school record for goals in women's water polo.
Go hit her up. That's your type.
Yeah, hey man.
Is she Asian?
No.
Is she white?
White, yeah, I expect so.
Water
polo, I feel like water polo is just
pretty
white.
It's predominant. There's a lot.
Don't
of them.
do that.
There's a lot of them, but
yeah.
Is that your girl, Alyssa? Is that your girl?
No, I don't have a girl.
Yeah, come on, we're all celibate. Not by choice, but we're all celibate.
It's kind of tough because of
you're so busy.
Child of God.
Yeah. Like
no.
What?
The Chilean curse, man.
No, it's just It's not that I'm too busy. It's a lot to balance in between. Like every week, I'll just be sitting in the editing suites, like, oh my God, this player did this, and I gotta find their national rankings. You know how hard it is to find like national rankings for a Division III women's water polo team? Like it's not easy. Like you have to dig, like search.
Fricker,
because it's not
well
covered, right?
Go Fricker.
There's not good coverage on it.
There's not really great coverage on it.
Go Fricker.
So you have to do your investigation. So it's kind of hard to be able to balance out that and like, oh, like let me take you on a date and like let's have a a stability and all that.
He doesn't know what that is. He doesn't.
You just caught me off guard. Date?
No, yeah, like it's hard to in my opinion, it seemed pretty hard to balance like having a solid long-term relationship with someone and then also like
traveling somewhere,
doing as much sports broadcasting as I do. And there's people who do it way more than me too. So like shout out to them. I don't know how they do it, but I'm just having fun with it, getting to know the ropes. It's really good.
I mean, is it ever wearing down on you? Like having the packed schedule, how are you handling that?
It's busy, but you just love the work, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll get like kind of stressful because you're like,
that's good.
Fuck, I need to do these spotter boards and I need to text the graphics guy what player I want, what stats, and then I got to meet with my producer and director. Or sometimes I'll be like, I produce the game.
I want to be a director.
What do you mean you produce a game?
So what producers do for sports broadcasting is that they pick everybody but their camera operators what they want to work. So you pick your commentators, the people working in the control room with you, the people.
So you're kind of like a director.
Everything you do, like you build the game. What's up?
Is there if you're producing someone, is there a commentator that you don't want to see commentating on your game?
I'm 100% not answering that question.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I am not answering that question.
Hey, we'll at them too.
My God, I'm not answering that question.
Have you ever felt that on your side? You're like, they're like, okay, it's out of these three people, and there's two of them. You're like, I hate you guys, but it's a lose-lose scenario. Is that like original or like?
I mean, you always want.
Happens with anything.
You always
right?
work with your commentators to the best of your ability to be able to get them ready for the game.
I guess it isn't. How do you figure that out? If you're honest to God, if you're in a situation where you're not really close with this person, or maybe you don't like this other person you're commentating with, how do you get through that? Because I feel like
go get dinner, like
with
do you
the
pay
person?
for them?
No, but you just go get. It's not
classic. Fucking, you're definitely like Aidan, bro. Are you a cheapskate?
What?
I'm not. I didn't know you were a cheapskate.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Well, I used to spend a lot as a kid, so I think over time, I don't know.
He
if
has
I've
a disability.
I haven't gained an awareness. Thank you.
The cheapskate.
You have a cheapskate disability.
We're trying to work through it.
You're in cheapskate
Dude, as long
rehab?
as it gets me a placard, I'm fucking.
You're like
ready.
scratching, like fuck. I don't want to buy Chipotle. It's $12 bowl.
No, honestly, I think it's like I don't really understand the value of money still, so I just rather not like even test it.
That's why he has the
'Cause
30,000 in the bank. It used to be 20,000, but then
What?
he just got. You wouldn't understand. You don't believe until you see it.
So much money, dude.
You don't believe until you see it. You know it.
All right, Lucas, I really appreciate you coming on. I thought this was a really fun episode. Guys, if you want to check out any of our socials, I have my Instagram and TikTok linked in the bio. What about you, Evan?
Yeah, my stuff's in the bio. Thanks for all the support, and yeah, new clothes on the way ASAP. You're gonna see new clothes.
You got anything to shout out, like events coming up you want people to check out? Broadcasting, commentating, things to look
Just
forward to.
shout out CSBN on Instagram at CSBN Live.
We're bleeping that
Absolutely amazing broadcast group. My Instagram is LucasPatton24 if you want to follow me there.
I'll put it in the bio too.
And
No,
yeah.
we won't.
All right, appreciate it, man.
See you guys next
See
time.
you guys next time. Peace.
I set trends, you follow.